What rules were put in place because of you? Story 1. No playing with the bean sprouts during recess. Next to the playground at my elementary school, there were 2 or 3 northern catalpa trees. I didn't have many friends in elementary school, so sometimes I would sit on the edge of the playground and play with the bean sprouts. By play with, I mean I would pick them up off the ground and fully peel them apart, putting any actual beans or seeds in my pockets. Anyway, other people gradually started doing the same thing until eventually there were just recesses when a lot of people would just play with bean sprouts the entire time. As more people began playing with the beans would just end up in the school. Like, everywhere. On desks, beans. On the floor, beans. In baskets, beans. It became a definite issue, and with beans come bugs. As a result, they banned us from playing with the beans. I still did it though because I like beans. Story 2. Back in the day, a radio station had a weekly trivia contest. The prize was a free pizza and movie rental. Somehow my mom figured out which book they were using for the trivia questions. She bought it and memorized all the answers. Each week we would call in immediately. Sometimes we were the first, but even if we weren't, it didn't matter because other people were usually just guessing. We won almost every time. Even though we changed up who would actually make the call, they eventually figured out we were all from the same household. So they made it a rule you couldn't win if your family had already won in the last month or whatever. Up till then, we enjoyed a lot of free pizzas. Story 3. This happened at the military school I went to. After me, an adult is required to check the parade cannon to ensure it is clear, and closely monitor the students as they load it. There is to never be another flaming rubber chicken flying over the parade grounds ever again. Circa 1989. Story 4. I took a Quran class in college and my professor assigned us a major project due at the end of the semester on some facet of Islam. We were allowed to pick any topic except for religious extremism. He said that topic wasn't allowed because of what had happened a few years back. Apparently, a student had chosen Bin Laden as his project and would look up information about extremism. He was a psych major, so he found radicalization interesting and wanted to develop a paper on how someone became an extremist. This involved him reading a bunch of writings from Bin Laden and researching extremism movements and people associated with it. Mind you, this was all for a paper. The student was not religious at all and had absolutely no interest in extremism. Well, at the end of the semester, he turns in this project and the year ends. The student is from out of state and is going to fly back to his family, except he's stopped at the airport. He gets told by TSA that he's on the no-fly list. Apparently, his extensive research flagged him as an extremist and there's now an investigation on him. They took him into another room and asked him a bunch of questions. They even called my professor to have him show the paper to corroborate his story. It all got cleared up in the end, but it was a nightmare.